My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we are here and we are ready for the 2024 NFL Draft. We are just minutes away from the draft kicking off. And some changes are coming here. As you can tell, this is the first change. We are going back to the OG. I brought back the Blue Yeti microphone so I can listen in to the live television broadcast from my headphones. This is really the only way that this was going to work out. I wanted to use the head... Because look, in order to get the headset set up, I had to remove the mic from the headset. This is what the mic looked like. And this is how I connected my headset to the computer with a USB, like an audio jack to USB. But I have to remove both of those because I want to listen to the picks live like I did last year. The only way I could do it was to bring out the Blue Yeti mic once again. So folks, if you guys are ready, drop a like on the stream. We are ready to get this started. I just finished a final exam in preparation. I am so ready for this. Disconnections are coming already? Who knows, Star? Who knows? Either way. We are ready to get things started. And this is the overlay that we're going to be using for both of the draft streams. And as you can tell, I'm rocking my Cowboys polo for night number 1. And I'm ready to get into this. But first, let me actually go ahead and fix the lighting in my room here. So, let me just adjust the lighting in here. There we go. There's the other light. Alright, so we're gonna go cool white for both of these lights to make sure that there we go. Perfect. Okay. So hope everybody's had a safe week. I almost wasn't able to stream, but thanks to some circumstances working out in my favor, we were able to get this done. So, I'm excited for this. Unfortunately, I haven't shaved, so no babyface JC, but what can you do? What can you do, man? In any case. So, here's how the overlay is going to work, and CWA and I have been chatting behind the scenes. He and I have been talking to each other about this. And he told me how this overlay is set up to work. So give me just a second here. I'm promoting my stream to to the Discord servers I'm allowed to do. Yeah, your pick is at number 20, and mine is until 24. So it's gonna be a long while for both of us, but Snark, hey, as long as you're here, man, doing your thing like you usually do, that's good enough for me. Alright, so here's how this overlay is gonna work. So, you have the logo down here. That's gonna stay. Now, There's three big sections to this draft overlay that CWA took the time and effort to work with. So, we have this red section over here. We have this blue section down here next to the logo, and we have this section right in the corner below the red area. So, the red section is gonna, in a moment, once the picks start coming in, the text is gonna start scrolling in a loop on the red section of this overlay. In the corner down here, you will see the current pick number, and down here, this is what's interesting. This is what the best part, in my opinion, of the overlay, and I updated the overlay to add this element. So down here, it'll tell you which team is on the clock and what their biggest needs are as of last night's article publishing, because CWA had put each team's biggest needs at first, but I had to update them, and I stayed up until 4 a.m. last night to update every single one of the team's biggest needs. But I was able to do it, and once the pick is in, it'll transition, and you'll hear the good old NFL draft chime. And they're already promoting the schedule release, so let me go ahead and see what day they're going to be announcing the schedule release. Well, it's not going to be, they haven't given us a date yet. We just know what's happening in May. Should be in the middle of May like last year. But either way. Whew. And oh man. I'm excited for this, folks. Time to put my headphones on, and we are ready to enjoy the draft. So the way this works is I have my headphone connected to this connection over here that allows the cord to extend all the way to the TV, and it is a long connection. It is long. Alright, so 2024 NFL Draft live from Detroit. Everybody get ready to start booing Roger Goodell. Up to you, man. Do what you want to do. Wow, Eminem is joining Roger Goodell, and he's like, you know, you're still gonna get booed, right? Now, why would Goodell challenge Eminem to a rap battle? There he is! And there's Eminem right behind him. There's Eminem. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, man, we are ready to get this started. Alright, just listening it. And now some Lions players are stepping out. Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Aiden Hutchinson. And Calvin Johnson. And Barry Sanders. Look at this. There's no better way to hype up the crowd in Detroit than to bring out some of Detroit's greats from last season and from the Hall of Fame and the Pro Bowl. That's incredible. Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Aiden Hutchinson, Calvin Johnson, Barry Sanders. That's amazing. I love it. I'm hyped up already. Yeah, if Barry didn't come out, it would have been a crime. How about the Lions, man? We witnessed their amazing playoff run last season. Took down the LA Rams. Then they went on to take down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers before unfortunately falling short in some of the worst some of the worst coaching I think I've ever seen. I still stand by what I said in the NFC Championship. Dan Campbell made some dumb decisions in that NFC Championship game. The Lions should have won that game against the Niners, but they didn't. They lost to San Francisco and didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but still, a hell of a run to make it to the NFC Championship regardless. And he's like, bring on the booze. he's like, bring it on. All right. We are ready to get this show on the road. The draft is underway, baby. So, let's go ahead. And get this started. So, first up on the clock, coming in at pick number 1. And I already screwed it up. There we go. The Bears are on the clock first. Wow. No better way to start than with accidentally putting pick is in instead of on the clock. But there we go. All right. There we go. All right, so Bears are on the clock. So, as you can see, their biggest needs are quarterback, wide receiver, edge, offensive tackle, and defensive tackle. Yeah, well, this is true. Yeah, what don't they need? Alright. Maybe I better actually pull up the NFL draft article. Alright, so reading off the article that the NFL posted. Traded Justin Fields to Pittsburgh is going to lock in Chicago's selection of a quarterback. More than likely, they're going to be going for Caleb Williams, but we will see what happens. They've traded for veteran receiver Keenan Allen, and who was at Williams' pro day. That will help the rookies transition to the NFL, and in addition to DJ Moore, who was part of last year's trade with Carolina. So the Bears could use more depth at receiver and a left tackle to compete with Braxton Jones. Meanwhile, on defense, they would benefit from the addition of an edge rusher to complement Montez Sweat and a defensive tackle who can get after the quarterback. Hey, you... Snark, I wouldn't be complaining. You've got Russell Wilson. I mean, is that really any reason to be mad? You may have gotten Fields, but again, don't complain about Russ. It may not be a good thing that you got Russ, but still, don't get too upset. Come November, we'll talk about this again. And I don't like that I'm getting disconnected constantly again. I don't have that much open, and yet it's still disconnecting me. Alright. 6 minutes left for the Bears. Still haven't made a decision yet. Dude! Stop disconnecting me! Like, that's 3 disconnections in a minute! 3! Stop disconnecting! For the love of God! I'm getting pissed off already! If these disconnections don't stop, I will open a vein and lose my mind. Either way, I've got the article pulled up in my phone because apparently pulling it up on my computer is going to warrant disconnections. I'm going to try to calm down here. Whew. Gosh, I remember last year's draft. There were quite a few trades that I didn't expect would come in out of nowhere. But lo and behold, those trades ended up happening. I was going nuts last year. Huh. Clock reset for Chicago. Yep, the pick is in. All right. So, I will not I will not transition the graphic down here until they get ready to announce the pick. Alright. Alright. At 4:10, so they will hold it off for about 3 minutes at yeah, you're right. I'm ahead of... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. Alright, here we go. And as we expected, Caleb Williams is off to Chicago. I'm doing a lot of stuff here. There we go. That's what I needed to do. I had to copy that text and accidentally copied the stream link by mistake. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so that is done. Now let's go ahead and fix this. Alright. Alright, so there we go. Pick number 1 is Caleb Williams as he heads to Chicago, a quarterback out of the University of South Carolina. I hope that's the right university. I'm not as big of a college expert as I am on football. Pro football. Anyways. Alright. Alright, now on the clock. An NFC East team is next. On the clock now are going to be the Washington Commanders. Southern California. Yep, I freaking knew I was going to mess that up. Dang it. Ah! This is why I don't do college football, man. Dang it. Dadgummit, dude. I knew we're off to a good start. Disconnections are happening. I'm messing stuff up. Isn't this an exciting night 1? Golly. Alright, so anyways, it's University of Southern California. Thank you for the correction. Well, thank you. At least someone does, unlike me. Now, for the Commanders, their biggest needs are quarterback, offensive tackle, edge, cornerback, and wide receiver. So the Commanders will have their pick of the remaining quarterback prospects. And now that Caleb Williams is gone, trading Sam Howell to Seattle improved 4th and 6th round picks to 3rd and 5th rounders, respectively. And it can help the Commanders meet their needs for an offensive tackle, receiver, and or tight end. And with Dan Quinn moving from Dallas to Washington, he's always on the lookout for those speedy edge rushers. Even with Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler joining him in Washington, the team also signed 2 free agent corners for depth, which were Michael Davis and James Pierre, but they will not turn down a potential starter. So you see the biggest needs right there. All right. So Caleb Williams' stats since 2021, 93 passing touchdowns, 27 rushing touchdowns. Whew, had to mute a sneeze there, golly. Allergies are still getting to me even with the humidity. Chicago Bears, enjoy your new quarterback in Caleb Williams. Alright, just under 3 minutes left for the Commanders to make their pick. Oh, thank you! Thank you! Another screw up! Somebody keep count! Damn it! Thanks, dude. Alright, so yeah, current pick is number 2, not number 1. Golly. I have to remember 3 things I have to keep changing. Not 2. Alright. I know. I'm joking. Alright, so Commander's pick is in. Alright, so why is this getting unbuttoned? God dang it. And boy, if a trade alert goes down, be ready to hear the jingle we've got CWA prepared for that one. Any trade happens in either night 1 or 2, you're going to hear a special chime. Let's just say, if you follow ESPN, you'll know what the sound effect is immediately. Alright. Whew. Alright, here he comes, ready to announce the Commander's pick. And the Commanders are taking a quarterback, Jayden Daniels, quarterback out of LSU. Alright, so there you go. Jayden Daniels is heading to Washington. Heisman Trophy winner last year, transferred from Arizona State to LSU for the 2022 season. And the Cowboys are going to have to face this guy potentially twice. All right. Moving on to pick number 3 here. And on the clock next are the New England Patriots. So, for the Patriots, their biggest needs are quarterback, offensive tackle, cornerback, wide receiver, and defensive tackle. So with Mac Jones now headed to the Jaguars and Bailey Zappi projecting as a backup, Patriots are more than likely going to go for a third quarterback off the board with their first pick. The signal color will also need a new starting left tackle with Trent Brown leaving in free agency, and they probably won't complain if the team selects another receiver. Their new regime re-signed key defenders and placed the transition tag on safety Kyle Duggar, but they could also add a corner and a defensive tackle to work behind the free agents of 2025, Christian Barmore and Devon Gotcho. All right. And the pick is in for New England. All right. All right. So the Patriots pick is in. Whew. Alright, so we're giving it a few moments here. And Jaden Daniels is taking that selfie with the Commanders fans. Very heartwarming. Alright, here comes Goodell. The pick is in. Alright, so another quarterback comes off. Drake May is who the Patriots have chosen. Quarterback out of North Carolina. Alright, so there's the Patriots pick. Drake May, quarterback out of North Carolina. All right. Oh, I don't know. That scrolling section's getting a lot bigger than I thought that would be. If the text starts to overflow, we may be in trouble. Oh, look at this. There's not that much room. Okay, now I need to find out. Is this gonna overflow if we keep... As I get disconnected again! Oh no, it is overflowing! Oh my god, what? Dude! Just when you think that nothing can go wrong, everything's starting to go wrong. This thing is gonna overflow by the time we get to pick number 8 or 9. God dang it, now what are we gonna do? Dude, stop disconnecting, it's not helping! At this point, the only thing I can do is just extend the width of the text and hope for the best, because... What? Whoa, what the hell? What? Why is it going all the way down there? Are you kidding me? Dude, why is it going down at the bottom? Oh my god, I gotta move this! Golly, I'm getting so pissed off right now. Everything's trying to go wrong. Well, Cardinals were on the clock. I wasn't able to address their biggest needs, which are wide receiver, cornerback, edge, running back, and interior offensive line, and their pick is in. And wide receiver is where the Cardinals are going. Come on, don't go all the way to the bottom of the screen. Alright, so the Cardinals have chosen Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver out of Ohio State. Okay, good. We fixed it. Whew. Okay. I have to put the picks list all the way to the bottom in terms of sources, just so that it would not overlap on the current pick. Golly. Alright, so on the clock now, we have the Los Angeles Chargers. There we go. Alright, Chargers are on the clock. Let's address their biggest needs. Wide receiver, cornerback, interior offensive line, offensive tackle, and running back. So with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams being cap casualties, and the inconsistency of last year's top pick, Quentin Johnston, this new regime will look for multiple pass catchers, adding a running back to complement former son of a biscuit. I didn't update that. God dang it, I sure didn't. Okay. Oh, I have to adjust the width. It's too wide. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Alright, Chargers on the clock. Whew. Ugh. Gosh, 45 minutes in, man. Everything was going wrong initially, but luckily I've been able to figure everything out. Oh gosh. Ooh. Am I able to get water in time? I'm gonna go quickly here. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Still have not made the pick yet. Still have 150 left. Whew. Alright. For those of you that missed the water pouring sound, there you go. So it's a little water pouring unintentional ASMR right there. Alright, Chargers pick is in. Check this new thermos out. I don't know if I think I may have showcased it before, but here it is in action with a holder for once. And a straw, so I don't have to lick the rim or everything, but here's its own drinking hole for when a straw isn't enough to tickle our fancy. Okay. We'll close that. I don't need that anymore. Alright. So the Chargers pick is in. So adding a running back to Gus Edwards and improving the offensive line will be necessary. They want to run the ball as effectively as Jim Harbaugh did with Michigan. Defense still lacks different makers, and a cornerback with the latter need more pressing as Asante Samuel approaches a contract year. So, let's see what the Chargers choose. See who the Chargers are choosing. Looks like the Chargers are going to go for an offensive tackle. Joe Alt. Offensive tackle out of Notre Dame. And there's the live reaction. It took him a... All right. Alright, we're moving on to the 6th pick. And now on the clock, another NFC East team. This time, the New York Giants are on the clock. So, Giants, they are in need of a wide receiver, cornerback, running back, safety, and potentially quarterback. With Daniel Jones' injury history and inconsistent play, the Giants are examining this year's quarterback class. could bring in a rookie even after extending Jones last offseason and signing Drew Lock. If the Giants don't take a quarterback with this pick, they will have a tough time passing on receivers in the first round. The team could also use another running back to work with Devin Singletary, as well as offensive linemen to push the veteran signed as insurance. Defense might need contributions from rookies at corner, safety, and defensive tackle. All right. And looks like the pick is in for the Giants. Whew. Okay. Alright, so Giants pick is in. Alright, get the straw off of here. Ugh. There we go. The rest of the water is poured in. Alright. Giants pick is in. Here comes Goodell to make the announcement once again. And the Giants go wide receiver, one of their biggest needs, Malik Neighbors. Wide receiver out of LSU. How about that for the Giants? Tackling one of their biggest needs. He set the LSU career records for receptions at 189, 3,003 receiving yards. Did not start playing football until his freshman year of high school. Quite the statistic for this wide receiver. '23 unanimous All-American. Damn. All right. So there is the pick for the Giants. All right, we move on now to pick number 7. All right, and on the clock next for pick number 7, we have none other than the Tennessee Titans. So, for the Titans, their biggest needs are offensive tackle, edge, defensive tackle, wide receiver, and linebacker. So the general manager of the Titans, Rand Carthen, addressed the team's needed cornerback by signing free agent Chidobe Awuzie and trading for L'Jarius Sneed. He could land a starting left tackle in the first round before potentially selecting a receiver to back up free agent DeAndre Hopkins with his lone day 2 pick. Among the potential day 3 needs, immediate contributors at defensive tackle, linebacker, and tight end. Right? I noticed that too. He's got that sort of diva look in him. That's weird. Alright. The Titans are on the clock next. So, again, biggest needs are down there on the screen if anyone wants to... If you're a fan of the team, those are the biggest needs that the team has to address. Ugh. Alright, so far we fixed all the mishaps. We seem to be... Jewelry already all over his wrists, his necklace, all of its style. Dude better put up or he's going to be made fun of for decades to come. Yeah, was he wearing jewelry? I didn't notice. I was too busy editing the overlay. Alright, well, they're taking a commercial break, so I can catch up at the... well, the Titans pick is in already. It's funny, the moment they cut to a commercial break, the Titans pick is in. Ugh. Alright, let's increase the height of this to 2,000. There we go. A necklace... that was diamonds that said... oh my god! Yep, if that doesn't scream diva mentality, I don't know what does. Golly! Leak? That could not have been what that necklace said. Wow. That just screams diva mentality right there. The inside of his jacket looked like a... oh my god! Now, when you say comic snark, are you referring to comic books or a stand-up comic? Because there's a huge difference. Ugh. I for him doesn't want to rip the water. Comic books. Oh wow. Okay. Figured. Just needed to be sure. Oh son of a biscuit! And they go to freaking local commercials. Why do they do that? They remove the graphic and they go to... it's just pure local commercials now. I hate that. I gotta love when they cut to the local stuff. I'm ahead of Snark, I know that. Yeah, I'm ahead of the both of you right now, as I'm watching this on ABC right now. So thankfully, my local listings have allowed for it to be seen directly on ABC itself. Ouch. Alright. stretching everything. Ugh. All right. Back it. All right, we're back right now. All right. So quarterback's going 1, 2, 3 overall. In this year's draft. All right, Titans pick is in. All right, Titans pick is in. We are about to get the announcement here. J.C. Latham, offensive tackle out of Alabama. No relation to me either. Alright, so J.C. Latham, offensive tackle out of Alabama, is headed to Tennessee. Alright, we move on to pick number 8. And on the clock now is a team from the NFC South. And that team is none other than the Atlanta Falcons. All right. So, for the Falcons, their biggest needs are edge, cornerback, defensive tackle, safety, and quarterback. So, signing Kirk Cousins will improve Atlanta's quarterback play, assuming he is healthy after last year's Achilles injury. But the team could benefit from snagging a promising young backup in this draft after shipping their former quarterback Desmond Ridder to the Cardinals. The Falcons' first-round selection will likely fill their need at edge rusher, which would make finding a starting cornerback the highest priority on night 2. And selecting a defensive tackle is a must, as well, with the remaining picks potentially aimed at safety, linebacker, and a developmental offensive tackle. And the Falcons pick is in. Whew. Gotta love these ear itches, dude. Ugh. Anyways. Alright, you know what? Let me do something here real quick. I'm gonna move my mic out of the shot, and I'm gonna put my keyboard in front of me here because okay. Stretching my legs here. And and JC Latham had lifted Roger Goodell when he came out into the draft room, so okay. Gosh, I'm getting tired already. All right. Alright, moving stuff around here to ensure that I'll have plenty of breathing room here. Okay. Got my microphone over here to the left. I've got the keyboard right down here in front of me, and I've got my mouse over here to the right, way over here. Alright, but in the meantime, here comes Goodell to make the announcer for the Falcons pick. Ooh! Interesting choice on the Falcons' part. They go with a quarterback. Michael Penix Jr. Quarterback from the University of Washington. Interesting choice. They go quarterback in the first round. I'm surprised they chose to go quarterback in the first round. Interesting. Yeah, I'm a little stunned at that pick, honestly. I thought they were going to go either edge or offensive line, but no, they choose quarterback in round one. All right, well, move on to pick number 9 here. And once again on the clock, the Chicago Bears are back on the clock for their second pick of the first round. So there we go. Pick number 9, and Bears are back on the clock. And the pick is in already. So we already know what the Bears' biggest needs are. I don't have to readdress that. Alright. That being said, time for the Bears to announce their second pick of the first round. They've already got Caleb Williams. Let's see who they're going to add for their second pick. very interesting choice for them to go with, for the Falcons to go with Michael Penix. I didn't think they would go for a quarterback in the first round, but lo and behold, that's what they did. Like, I'm beyond amazed. Sorry, guys. Forgot I have to mute this, not this, because it doesn't. It's pointless. But anyways. Alright, so the Bears pick is in. Alright, here comes Goodell again. And the Bears go wide receiver, Rome Odunze, wide receiver out of Washington. Okay. So there you go. Bears go wide receiver. So wide receiver was their second biggest need, so that takes care of that. Alright, so on we go now to pick number 10 as we enter the double digits. And on the clock now are the New York Jets. Alright, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna stretch. I'll be right back. Okay. What? Why does my chair feel low? Yep, I knew it. Chair was way too freaking low. Wait a minute! Whoa! Wait a second! I'm gonna have to change that because for the first time ever, we have got a trade alert! The Jets have traded with the Vikings! So the Vikings are now on the clock! Holy cow, we got our first trade. The Jets traded with the Minnesota Vikings. So we're going to have to change that. So pick number 10 this year will not go to the Jets. It's going to go to the Vikings. So yeah, the first time I got to play that that jingle, and you, again, any ESPN fans will know what that sound is. All right. Alright, let me move the mic a little closer here. Okay. Wow, that's awkward. That's a terrible angle. Alright, lifting the camera up, that'll make it better. Alright, I think we're good to go here. Snart, don't put that juju on me. Golly. Take that back. Okay. Alright, so the Vikings pick is in. Ah, well, that's true. Okay, so here are the details on the Vikings-Jets trade. The Vikings received the 10th overall pick and a 6th rounder for 2024, and the Jets received the 11th pick, a 4th round pick, and a 5th round pick for this year. So that was the trade that went down between the Jets and the Vikings. So for the Vikings, their biggest needs are going to be quarterback, interior offensive lineman, edge, wide receiver, and defensive tackle. And it's time for the announcement to be made. And our first special announcement here. As Goodell is bringing out some assistance. The family of a fallen veteran, Zachary Ewing, is going to be assisting with the Vikings draft announcement. The veteran died after a cancer battle. So the Ewing family is going to announce the pick for the Vikings. Alright, here we go. The nephew of the fallen veteran will make the announcement. J.J. McCarthy is who the Vikings are choosing. Quarterback out of Michigan. The Vikings were projected to trade up with the Chargers to take J.J. McCarthy, but that's not the case. They traded with the Jets. So, 5 quarterbacks have left the market in the top 10 picks for the first time in draft history. How about that for a statistic? And McCarthy has a 27-1 record as starting quarterback for Michigan. Dang. Alright, well now we move on to pick number 11. And now the Jets are on the clock. And their pick is in. Alright, so Jets are up next, and they've got their pick. So, for the Jets, their biggest needs are tight end, safety, wide receiver, linebacker, and cornerback, as you can see. So, the quarterbacks that have been selected: Caleb Williams is first pick, Jaden Daniels is number 2, Drake May is number 3, Michael Penix Jr. at number 8, and J.J. McCarthy at number 10. Alright. Alright, so Nobody on defense has gone off the board yet. We'll see what the Jets choose here. So I have to scratch another ear itch. Alright, here we go. Here comes Goodell to make the announcement. Oh! 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 I had to do that one time. Come on, guys. And the Jets go offensive tackle. Olu Fashanu, offensive tackle out of Penn State. Olomuyiwa Fashanu. No, I'm booing Goodell. I'm not impersonating any fan base. I'm booing Goodell as tradition. (2023) first team All Big Ten. Okay, good statistic to have there. Alright, so that addressed their... Well, no, it didn't address their biggest need. I'm surprised. I don't know why I did that, but anyways. Now we move on to pick 12. On the clock right now are the Denver Broncos. Their biggest needs are quarterback, cornerback, defensive tackle, edge, and offensive tackle. And the Broncos pick is in. Whew. All right, so the Broncos pick is in. And they go to commercial when the Broncos pick is in. All right. Whew, okay. Alright, Broncos are on the clock. Their pick is in. Just waiting for the commercial break to be over so we can watch the announcement together. And there come the local ads once again. Yay! Ugh. Okay. All right. Pick is in for Denver. And the Broncos go quarterback, Bo Nix. Quarterback out of Oregon. Yeah, they were behind, but they heard it. Bo Nix is heading to Broncos country. Let's ride. So Bo Nix is going to be the next guy to say Broncos country. Let's ride. There we go. And yep, that did address their biggest need. At QB was their biggest need, so they've already taken care of that. All right, let's keep going here. We're doing very good here in the NFL Draft Night 1. All right, on to pick number 13. On the clock next are the Las Vegas Raiders. So their biggest needs, as you can see, are quarterback, cornerback, offensive tackle, wide receiver, and interior offensive line. Let me know your thoughts on some of these picks as well. Alright, Raiders pick is in. Whew! The chime got ruined because I got disconnected! Alright, so the Raiders go with a tight end. Brock Bowers or Bowers? I did not hear Goodell's pronunciation. But Brock Bowers, tight end out of Georgia. Alright, tight end out of Georgia. Alright, moving on to pick number 14, and the Saints are now on the clock. Alright, Saints are on the clock right now. Their biggest needs: offensive tackle, wide receiver, cornerback, defensive tackle, and linebacker. Alright. Let's see who the Raiders choose. Or, no, not the Raiders. The Saints choose. Jeez. Pick behind, dadgummit. Bowers, not Bowers. Bowers. Brock Bowers is the guy who comes for the Raiders. Raiders. Alright, Saints are on the clock. Well, another commercial break. You gotta love it. All right, Saints are still on the clock. They got under 5 minutes to make their pick. Whew. Hang on, I gotta... clean up my glasses now because dang things are a mess. Oh, god dang it. Alright, that's the best I can get it. This is crazy. Whew. The fact that a great rusher is still there in Dallas Turner. He hasn't been picked yet, and we're 14 picks in. 14, I have to make the change. I gotta change. Jeez, there we go. Golly. Alright, Saints pick is in. All right. Fields' best, or the best available player right now is that player I just mentioned. Alright, pick is in for the Saints. Here's the announcement. Well, still no defense. Another offensive player comes off the board. Taliesin Fuaga, offensive tackle out of Oregon State. All right. There we go. Taliesin Fuaga, offensive tackle out of Oregon State, 2023 first team All Pac-12. All right, on we go to pick number 15. And up next on the clock, an AFC South team. We've got the Indianapolis Colts on the clock. So their biggest needs are going to be cornerback, wide receiver, running back, interior offensive lineman, and safety. All right. All right. 6 quarterbacks have come off the board within 12 picks. Tied with 1983 for the most quarterbacks taken in the first round in the Common Draft era. And we still have 20... No. Oh my god, I can't do math. That was 14 with 18 picks left. Another quarterback could very well be going. Alright, Colts pick is in. Took them long enough. Maybe I better add the thing to the overlay here. Alright. Alright, here comes Goodell once again. And let's go ahead and listen to the announcement. And we have our first defensive player, Laiatu Latu. Laiatu Latu, defensive edge out of UCLA. Defensive edge out of UCLA. Laiatu Latu. Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year in 2023. Alright, with this pick now, we'll be at the midway point of round one. And as we will see here shortly, let's see if they address their needed edge. No, it wasn't one of their needs. But still, we have our first defensive player off the board. Alright, up next on the clock are the Seattle Seahawks. Their biggest needs are defensive tackle, linebacker, interior offensive line, edge, and tight end. Alright. All right. All right, Seahawks still on the clock. They got 3.5 minutes left. All right. We're 2 hours in, and we're only halfway through. Oh, actually... Alright, pick is in for Seattle as they switch to local ads again. There's Carson. I was waiting for him. What are my Cowboys gonna do? I don't know, man. I don't know. They're not going all in, that's for sure. Alright, so Seahawks pick is in. Once the announcement is on its way, I will change the graphic like I always do. Alright. Man, that's a huge crowd in Detroit, I'm just noticing. It's a massive crowd for this draft. There's going to be an announcement from veterans in South Korea right now. Okay. So what's going on here? So here comes Goodell. See who the Seahawks choose. Byron Murphy, another defensive player, comes off the board. Byron Murphy, a defensive tackle out of Texas. Byron Murphy, the second, that is. '23 Big 12 Defensive Lineman of the Year. Alright. Jaguars are on the clock, and wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait just a dilly-daddly minute! The Jaguars have just traded with the Minnesota Vikings! Our second trade of the first round. So now the Vikings are on the clock for pick number 17. Wow. The Vikings have been involved in 2 trades in this first round. And they just traded with the Jacksonville Jaguars for the 17th pick. So they're on the clock again. I was originally going to put the Jaguars, but then I saw trade alert up there. I'm like, oh boy, now what happened? Well, there you go. Vikings now on the clock. We know what their needs are. They threw in the wrong graphic for the pick is in. They said... It's showing the Jaguars pick is in. Wow. The graphics team is drunk. They traded with the Vikings, but it says the Jaguars pick is in. What kind of a mistake would this graphics team make? This is the right graphic you need to see. And with the pick that the Vikings traded with the Jaguars, they obtained Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner, there's the guy we were talking about earlier. Edge out of Alabama. The graphic is all screwed up now. And I didn't update the current graphic number again. Alright, well now I'm going to have to update it again for number 18. And the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. Alright, so let's go ahead and put them up there. Their biggest needs are offensive tackle, defensive tackle, cornerback, wide receiver, and tight end. Alright. 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 There we go. Snark, get ready. 2 picks away from your team. Ugh. Unless you trade, but yeah, you don't see it happening. Now this is on review of the this is just a compilation of the first 3 picks as they go to another commercial. Alright, pick is in for Cincinnati. What do you call this team, Snark? The Bungholes? I know they're a heated rival like the Eagles are to Dallas, but I just want to know what nickname you usually give the Bengals. I need to be reminded. Alright, as my voice cracks, we are ready for the next pick of the draft. It'll be the Bengals. Alright, Bengals pick is in. Announcement about to be made here very shortly. $275,000 people at the draft? In Detroit? That's an insane number, man. What the heck? Almost 300,000 people are at the draft in Detroit right now. Good God. And the Bengals go offensive tackle, Amarius Mims. All right, there we go. All right, so the Bengals choose an offensive tackle, Amarius Mims, offensive tackle out of Georgia. 0 sacks allowed in 774 offensive snaps in his college career. All right, so all right, we move on to pick number 19. Alright, and on the clock right now are the Los Angeles Rams. Where is it? There it is. Alright. Needs are defensive tackle, edge, cornerback, offensive tackle, and kicker. Yeah, the first time I ever said that for a team's biggest needs. Kicker. Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Did I miss it? I don't think I did. I don't think I missed the Rams pick. Okay. But Rams pick is in, but I don't think they made the announcement, so I think we're good. I also got myself a snack in the process. Some oyster crackers. There we go. Okay. Son of a... Alright. Made it back just in time. Rams pick is in. Another defensive player goes off the board. Jared Verse, defensive edge, out of Florida State. Alright. So Jared Verse, edge out of Florida State, is who the Rams have chosen. And it did address their second biggest need of edge, so they took care of that. Alright, so... Yep, I figured as such. Alright, so it's Snark's turn. His Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock for pick number 20. As so. Alright. So Steelers are on the clock. Their biggest needs are offensive tackle, interior offensive lineman, wide receiver, cornerback, and defensive tackle. Alright, so the pick is in. However, they're in commercials right now. Hey, Sylvia, good to see you, man. This overlay, I had to make some tweaks to it, but we're making it work. You've done an amazing job, man. I can't thank you enough. I can't wait to use this again on tomorrow night for night number 2. I know you can't stay long, so just wanted to just give you my thanks, man. Alright, so Steelers pick is in. Snark is muted because he wants to. He's gonna stay muted until this gets selected. Oh, specialty pick. Alright, who's gonna assist with the pick? Cam Hayward, the Walter Payton Man of the Year of 2023, is gonna help make the announcement. Very nice. All right. All right, it's pick time. Troy Fautanu. Troy Fautanu, a guard from Washington. He said tackle, but he's a guard. Troy Fautanu. I'm just going to go with what the graphic says. He's a guard out of Washington. Alright, so did this address their biggest needs? Kind of. Interior offensive line, that counts, doesn't it? Hey, well, in any case, continuing on in the order, we go to pick number 21. And the Miami Dolphins are on the clock now. Snark, whenever you unmute and listen, what's your thought on this pick? Troy Fautanu, a guard or an offensive lineman out of Washington. Ah, you are good with this. Okay. Well, there you go. Only 2 sacks allowed in 1,249 pass blocks. Dude's a beast at the O-line, so... Oh, well, hey, no worries, man. No worries. Alright. Alright, so Miami is on the clock next. Alright, so for the Dolphins, their biggest needs are going to be interior offensive line, defensive tackle, offensive tackle, edge, and tight end. Dolphins pick is in, and they go to another commercial. Snark, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the same thing. I thought the exact same thing. I thought it was Palomalu as well. I don't know why. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, here we go. Chop Robinson. Okay, that is the best reaction I'm ever gonna hear out of a draft pick. The moment that he was announced, Chop was like, "We're going to Miami." Oh, I love it. Going to Miami. Damn, that's hilarious, man. Judge me all you want. That was hilarious as hell, man. So an edge out of Penn State with the best reaction ever of the first round of the draft. One hell of a pop-up, no kidding. Alright, another NFC East team is on the clock. Those filthy Philadelphia chickens! AKA the Philadelphia Eagles. So, the Eagles needs cornerback, interior offensive line, offensive tackle, wide receiver, and safety. All right. All right, Eagles pick is in. Still dying over that. We're going to Miami! Alright, last time I'll say that. No, that's not gonna be the last time. We're going to Miami! Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm clearly losing my mind. Alright, Eagles pick is in. Oh, lordy, here we go. 2 picks away from my team's first round pick. To yell that Monday night, I'm going to Canada. Done. It's happening. I'm going to do it. I'm not afraid of that kind of a dare. Dare accepted. Come Monday night, when I hop onto this chat, to that chat at Mel's, you better believe I'm going to be yelling that out. I'm going to Canada! How's that for some practice? Alright, anyways. I don't think anyone will, but we'll see. You know what, though? As much as I hate the Eagles, I gotta commend them for getting a game in Brazil for their season opener. I'm gonna be streaming that one for sure. That's gonna be an exciting game. Jordan Mailata from Australia announced the pick, and it is none other than Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback out of Toledo. Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback out of Toledo. Now, did that address their need? Cornerback? Yeah, that was their biggest need. They got a cornerback. That was their biggest need, and they addressed it, so... Alright, so the Eagles didn't make a stupid decision. Alright, on we go to pick number 23. And on the clock now are the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right. Pick number 23, the Jaguars are on the clock. Biggest needs for them are cornerback, defensive tackle, offensive tackle, interior offensive line, and edge. And their pick is in. All right. All right, Jaguars pick is in. Let's see what Duval chooses. All right. All right, here we go. Jaguars pick is in. Does he now? Huh. Interesting. All right, so the Jaguars go wide receiver. Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver out of LSU. So that just ruined all the hype I had. Reprimanded for not trash dumping. I hate being the trash kid of the house. Anyways, the time has come. Pick number 24 is coming up. And this is it. The one I've been waiting for. I finally get to add this graphic. On the clock now. The Dallas Cowboys, baby. Alright, so Dallas's biggest needs: offensive tackle, running back, interior offensive lineman, defensive tackle, and wide receiver. For the love of God, if Dallas somehow messes this up and makes another stupid decision, I'm gonna go mad. They didn't sign that many people in free agency. They have not been going all in. This has been a disappointing offseason, and I expect Dallas to be piss poor going into this season unless they turn things around. Well, they're at a commercial, so I'll be right back after I've taken out the dadgum trash. Well, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, they're at the final minute and they go in the local ads! Come on, dude, why? Why the local stuff? I don't care, it's local crap! What else can go wrong? Dallas is taking way too long! What? What? Lions! What? You gotta be kidding me! I was hyped up this entire time, only for them to freaking trade with the Lions! What? What the hell? Really? Really? Okay, I'm mad. I'm legitimately mad. What the hell were they thinking? That is the stupidest decision you could have made. Why would you trade? Oh God, there's not that much room left with players that are available. Why did you trade down, Dallas? Come on! Oh my God! I am so pissed right now. Seriously? Just when you think that they cannot do any worse, they find a way to sink even further down the freaking hole. Now we have to wait until pick number 29. I got all hyped up for nothing. And the Lions pick is in. This trade better have been worth it. I'm just saying. If when I see the details of this trade, this doesn't prove to be worth it, I don't care who they pick, because it's not worth it. The fourth to last pick of the first round, instead of 24. This better have been worth it. And now they got Michigan high school flag and tackle football players. Is this Dallas trade is this Dallas trade that they made with Detroit what they owed the Lions after the Cowboys got bailed out in week 17? Because that's the only thing I can think of. I don't want to hear that. And the Lions have chosen a cornerback, Terrion Arnold, out of Alabama. More trash dumping bullcrap. In any case, I already put what the Lions. So the Lions have chosen Terrion Arnold. And now we go to pick number 25. Tom Grassi's team, the Green Bay Packers. Where are the Packers? There they are. Alright, defensive tackle, linebacker, offensive tackle, cornerback, and safety are the biggest needs for Green Bay. Okay. The Packers pick is in. Alright. If I can get through these last 8 picks with it, if we can get through these last 8 picks within this next hour, and I don't lose my sanity, we should be fine. Packers pick is in. Alright, let's see what the Packers choose. Packers go with an offensive tackle out of Arizona, Jordan Morgan. And as you may have heard, the Green Bay is going to be the site of next year's NFL draft. That was pick 25. I didn't change it due to the trash reprimanding. Holy crap, everything's moving fast. God dang it! What? Why is Discord starting over? Oh my god, please don't tell me the kid. Well, in any case. Alright, pick number 26 is upon us. Okay, so I'm just testing this out here. Okay, so alright, that takes care of that. And did they take care of the go offensive tackle? Yeah, that was one of the Packers' needs. Alright. Alright, now we are going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like so. Alright, so the Buccaneers' biggest needs are edge, interior offensive line, cornerback, safety, and linebacker. Dang it. More disconnections. Alright, so Buccaneers on the clock and their pick is in. Alright, so Buccaneers pick is in, and they are dragging this out they're dragging this out way more than they should. Alright, here's the announcement. Graham Barton, center out of Duke. Graham Barton, center, out of Duke. All right, pick number 27 is coming up. And it's back to the Cardinals on the clock again. There we go. That's what we needed. And the pick is in for Arizona. They're wasting no time. Oh, we're going right into it. Cardinals choose an edge. Darius Robinson. An edge out of Missouri. Alright. There we go. Alright, on we go to pick number 28. And the team on the clock now is the Buffalo Bills. Alright, there we are. Alright, I have to do this again. Change number 28. Hang on. 27. And now 28. There we go. Alright. So the Bills are on the clock now. Alright. Oh, snap. I'm just now seeing this. We've got another trade, folks. The Buffalo Bills have just traded with the Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, trade alerts, so Chiefs are now on the clock. And their pick is in. Okay, so Chiefs' biggest needs are wide receiver, offensive tackle, cornerback, running back, and interior offensive line. So let's go ahead and change this to Chiefs. So does that mean the Bills are at number 32? No, not local ads! God, I got half an hour left with 5 picks left. Okay, so Chiefs Bills trade. Chiefs receive 20th overall pick, 4th round pick, and 7th round pick for 2024. Bills receive the 32nd overall pick, 3rd round pick, and 7th round pick for this year. Huh. Alright, let's see who the Chiefs have chosen. And And more special assistants. Oh, it's a Make-A-Wish person. It's a Make-A-Wish kid. Wow. The Make-A-Wish kid received a kidney transplant from his father. Justin, congratulations, man. You survived. Got the kidney transplant, and now you get to live your dream pronouncing this pick of the Chiefs. Xavier Worthy, wide receiver out of Texas. So, that's who the Chiefs have chosen. They go wide receiver, and I can't blame them one bit. So, very nice for Xavier Worthy. Again with the Chiefs. Yeah, thank God it's 10 minutes. Golly. Needed in half an hour for a game night here, so these last 4 picks had better be quick ones. And now it's back to the team I'm still pissed off at. The Cowboys are back on the clock. These frauds! Still don't know why they would trade away to the Lions. Like, come on, man. Snark, do not put that juju on me. Oh my god. Please, do not. I don't want that juju on me anymore. I don't even care that I used my laptop keyboard to change the pick number. I just don't want it anymore. I just don't want it. Please just pick somebody, Dallas. Okay, their pick is in. I hope... Please just let this be worth it. Offensive tackle, linebacker, running back, or center. Any one of those. And I will not be upset. As upset as I was when they chose to trade. Yeah, the fan base may still be hyped, but I'm still pissed off. Still cannot believe that they would trade. Here we go. Let's see who Dallas chooses. Yes! 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 They go offensive line! Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Yes. Tyler Guyton, offensive tackle out of Oklahoma. Yes! Please, yes! I am not mad at this pick. I am not mad at this pick. They made the right call. Tyler Guyton, offensive tackle out of Oklahoma. I'm not as mad as I was when they traded, but still, they shouldn't have done that. Alright, well, either way, I'm relieved. Now we go to pick number 30. Final 3 picks of round 1. Tyler Guyton, welcome to Dallas, man. Hopefully you can prove to be a good asset to our offensive line. Alright. It is not. I am glad that for this pick. I'm actually happy. Alright, up next, we at pick number 30. I gotta move quickly here. The Baltimore Ravens are on the clock. Their biggest needs are interior offensive line, offensive tackle, edge, wide receiver, and safety. Alright, so Ravens pick is in. So let's see who they pick. Alright, let's see who the Ravens choose. Alright. Any moment now, announce the Ravens pick. Alright, here we go. Ravens pick is in. Nate Wiggins, cornerback out of Clemson. All right. Cornerback out of Clemson. A Clemson boy. All right. 2 more picks to go, and then I can finally end night 1. Up next are the San Francisco 49ers. All right, San Francisco's on the clock. Really? Another commercial break with a chance for local ads? Oh my god! There's 2 picks left! Why would you go to a commercial? Oh my lord, I'm getting pissed off at this. 20 minutes left before I have to get in there for the game night. Ooh, okay, I gotta make one final height adjustment to this, what's the previous picks? Alright, 49ers pick is in. Okay. Hopefully we don't go into a commercial on the final pick. Jeez. Alright, let's see who the... Alright, 49ers on the clock, and they are ready to reveal their pick. Hang on, no, that's too early. That's too early. Let's try this again. That's more like it. Alright, let's see who the 49ers pick. And a 49ers fan is like, are you kidding me? Oh, the 49er faithful are not happy with that pick. Ricky Pearsall, wide receiver out of Florida. And the 49ers are not happy with that one. Oh. Wow. 49ers, I was like, are you kidding me? No, boo! Ay, ay, ay. Alright, folks. One more pick to go, and we will be done with night one. Wait, did this take care of their needs? That was their fourth biggest need, so that didn't really help them much. Alright. Last but not least, pick number 32. Our final pick of round one. And it's going to be none other than the Buffalo Bills back on the... Did they just... The Bills just traded! Final pick of the draft and the Bills just traded! Wait a second! The Panthers have traded with the Bills! The Buffalo Bills just traded the 32nd pick in the NFL draft to the Carolina Panthers! Oh my goodness! One final trade! So the Panthers are now on the clock for the final pick of the first round. Holy cow. Wow. The final pick of the draft, and it is a trade. So the Panthers are going to be picking last in this first round, and the Bills are going to be picking first in the second round. All right, Panthers pick is in, so... So the biggest needs for the Panthers: wide receiver, tight end, cornerback, edge, and defensive tackle. Who would have thought the Panthers would have had something to look forward to in the first round? Until now, they didn't even have a first round pick. Now they do. So the trade is this. So the Panthers get 32nd pick and the 6th round pick, and the Bills will receive the 33rd overall pick in the 2nd round and a 5th round pick. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that trade. That one's just pretty iffy. I mean, the Bills just traded picks twice. First with the Chiefs and now with the Panthers. You don't expect these kinds of things. Alright, well, I thought we were going to wrap up with the Bills, but it turns out we're not. It is going to be the Panthers. A graphic that I didn't think I would be using tonight. Lo and behold, we are. Alright, here we go. Final pick of the night. Xavier Legette, wide receiver out of South Carolina. Xavier Legette, wide receiver out of South Carolina. That is who the Panthers have chosen for the 32nd overall pick. And it does tackle their biggest need at wide receiver. Okay. So, folks, that's going to do it. Night 1 of the 2024 NFL Draft is in the books. Now I can finally put my keyboard down. Alright, so, well, we're just going to go through the post Night 1 breakdowns here. So, once this list scrolls back up all the way to number 1, I will go ahead and give y'all the breakdown of the list of players that have been selected in the first round. So, buckle up, folks. We're gonna have quite a ride. But finally, round 1 is in the books, folks. Alright, folks, so here we go. In order from pick 1 to 32. So, pick number 1, Chicago Bears chose Caleb Williams, quarterback out of USC. Pick number 2, the Commanders chose Jaden Daniels, quarterback out of LSU. Patriots with their 3rd pick chose Drake May, a quarterback out of North Carolina. Pick number 4, the Cardinals chose Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver out of Ohio State. Chargers with their 5th pick chose Joe Alt, offensive tackle out of Notre Dame. Pick number 6, the Giants chose Malik Nabers, wide receiver out of LSU. Pick number 7, Titans chose J.C. Latham, offensive tackle out of Alabama. Pick number 8, the Falcons chose Michael Penix Jr., quarterback out of Washington. Pick number 9, Bears' second pick was Rome Odunze, wide receiver out of Washington. Pick number 10, the Vikings chose J.J. McCarthy, quarterback out of Michigan. Pick number 11, the Jets chose Olumuyiwa Fashanu, offensive tackle out of Penn State. Pick number 12, Broncos chose Bo Nix, quarterback out of Oregon. Pick 13, Raiders chose Brock Bowers, tight end out of Georgia. Pick 14, Saints chose Taliesi Fuaga, offensive tackle out of Oregon State. Number 15, Colts chose Layatu Latu, an edge out of UCLA. Pick 16, Seahawks chose Byron Murphy II, defensive tackle out of Texas. Pick 17, the Vikings chose Dallas Turner, an edge out of Alabama. Number 18, the Bengals chose Amarius Mims, offensive tackle out of Georgia. Number 19, the Rams chose Jared Verse, edge out of Florida State. Pick 20, Snark Steelers picked Troy Fautanu, guard out of Washington. Pick 21, the Dolphins chose Chop Robinson, edge out of Penn State. We're going to Miami! Pick 22, the Eagles chose Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback out of Toledo. Number 23, Jaguars chose Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver out of LSU. Pick 24, Lions went with Terrion Arnold, cornerback out of Alabama. Pick 25, Packers went with Jordan Morgan, offensive tackle out of Arizona. Pick 26, the Buccaneers went with Graham Barton, center out of Duke. Pick 27, the Cardinals chose Darius Robinson, edge out of Missouri. Pick number 28, the Chiefs went with Xavier Worthy, wide receiver out of Texas. Pick number 29, my Cowboys went with Tyler Guyton, offensive tackle out of Oklahoma. Great pick. Pick number 30, the Ravens went with Nate Wiggins, cornerback out of Clemson. Number 31, the 49ers went with Ricky Pearsall, wide receiver out of Florida. And finally, at pick 32, the Panthers chose Xavier Legette, wide receiver out of South Carolina. Those are the picks for night number 1 of the NFL Draft. Round number 1 is in the books. And that's going to wrap things up here for this stream, folks. Thank y'all so much for watching night number 1. It was definitely an eventful night to remember in the NFL Draft. And we will be back tomorrow night for night number 2, where we'll be going through rounds 2 and 3. So stay tuned for that. Until then, folks, have a safe and happy Friday. Night 1 of the NFL Draft is in the books. I will see y'all tomorrow for night number 2. Till then, this is your host, JC, signing off, saying thanks for watching. The draft is back, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, everyone.